Hey guys, so this is different. I took a week off. I actually have taken a week off in a while. I haven't taken any time off in quite a while. But the reason I didn't upload last week was because I got sick. My stomach wasn't feeling good. There was like 3, maybe even 4 days where I did not feel good. And I had 2 different videos recorded that were gonna go up last week, but I didn't feel good enough where I wanted to sit down for like an hour and edit them. So I was like, I'm just gonna skip this week. It sucks, but I gotta take care of myself before I take care of the channel. And I'm hoping you guys understand that. But we're back this week. This is our first official sponsored video, by the way. This week, I have a new product to unbox, and this is a branded deal, which is really cool. I've never actually done this before. So this product is from the brand Maono, Mono, however you want to say it. I've heard all three. And I have the audio interface from them now, which is actually handling all my audio, which is why it sounds so much better. And this is actually the mic that comes with it. If you buy it on Amazon, you can get it for about $100. I don't remember exactly what it is on their website. I think it's actually a little cheaper, maybe. It sounds really good. The microphone is great. I really like it. There's all kinds of built-in sound effects. There's all kinds of built-in features. There's an auto-tune feature. There's a mic monitoring, echo, stuff like that. Pitch changer, de-noise, which takes up background noise. It's actually really cool. I'm just giving a huge shout-out to that because that is a great product, and I just recently got that. But that is not the product we are unboxing today. Today we are unboxing a new lavalier mic from Maono, and this is the AU-100R, if I am remembering correctly. If it's not, I'll put it on the screen below, just so you guys know what it actually is. And of course, I will link this in the description if you want to get it yourself. This is a lavalier microphone, so these are the type that clip onto your chest, or onto your shirt, your jacket, whatever you're wearing. And I'm going to test it out today and see how it sounds. So I have the box here. It's just standard Amazon box. There's a little bit of bubble wrap in there, and then inside there is the box for the microphone. The AU-100R, as you can see right there, it's actually, the exposure is a little too much on my ring light for it to pick up on the box, but as you can see right there, 3.5mm jack. It's got a little capsule to mute and unmute and use it for phones versus DSLRs, and then the microphone itself. Let's open this up and see what we got. So this is everything it comes with. There's the reflecting light for my webcam. It comes with the clip here, the foam cover, the 6.5mm jack with a 3.5 underneath it. That 6.5 is just an extension if you're using it into an audio mixer that has that type of jack. Mine, of course, is 3.5mm, but typically with these type of mics, I would want to have a receiver or record it on a phone so I could move around freely without having to have it connected to the computer. But you could do whatever because this has a very long cord. And of course, you could see the mic here. I said the foam cover. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I think I did. And then the capsule that handles everything. So here is the clip it goes onto. So this clips onto your shirt. It's a little clamp. And then, of course, the microphone slides right into there and the foam cover goes over it. As you can see here on the end of the microphone, there is the 6.5mm jack that does unplug. It is just an adapter if you have a mixer that needs that. The 3.5 is right there. You see here in the little capsule, there is a little clip in the back there, as you could see. And then there's also a little switch here on the front. There you go. On a switch here. And when it is on, it is for others, as in DSLRs and such. And when it is off, it is for smartphones. I'm assuming it's just because it takes a different type of audio for a DSLR. As I said, this is a very long cord. So as you can see here, this is the whole thing. This is the mic here on this end. There's one bundle, and then there's an even bigger bundle. So if you don't have a receiver and you're not going to use it like that, this should still work fantastically. It also comes with a USB Type-C adapter because right in there is a charging port because I believe it runs on a rechargeable battery. So here, this little piece here on the end of the circle, as you can see right there, you press that down to loosen up to make space for the mic. It probably works better if I do that. You can see it gets a little bit bigger. So I'm going to put the microphone into it. I've now got the foam cover. Oh, there we go. The foam cover on the end. I just realized, why do I have headphones on? This is a microphone unboxing review. This is not listening to anything. Okay, I have the mic clipped onto my chest here, as you can see, and I'm going to switch over to the audio from that. Okay, so now you should be hearing the audio directly from the lavalier mic, as you can see it right here. And I have no idea how this is going to sound because I'm intentionally not listening to the raw sound in general. I'm also just adding this quick note too, by the way, for both these mics. My voice I'm talking quieter right now because my sister is sleeping in the next room. So I normally talk louder. So if you could hear me clearly without any post-production, which the first vocals for both of these will be with no post-production, it's all just whatever you're hearing directly from the microphone. Also, this microphone is also plugged right into the interface right now. Although, again, a mic pack would probably be easier, or a phone, recording audio through there separately if you were going to be walking around, moving, doing a vlog type thing, something like that, which is an advantage having a mic like this. I'm adding this. You can also get wireless earbuds with microphones. That may help if you prefer not to have one clipped to your shirt, because it does feel a little strange, but that's because I've never done it before. You know, if I had done it before, it wouldn't feel so weird. So after quickly reviewing the footage of the sound that I was making through this directly, this actually sounds really good. Like, this thing costs only $25. That is absolutely insane, because it costs a lot more to get some of these brands that are always so expensive, but the quality is never different. So something I quickly want to mention is, of course, the fact that this is not being tested with the 6.5mm jack because I don't have anywhere to plug that into. Although it should sound the same, it's just a different size if you need it. I am also not trying it on a DSLR, I'm trying it in my interface, and I'm using a webcam. I don't own a DSLR, and so I'm not able to test it like that. But the way it is set up right now, it is on the same setting as if it would be for DSLRs. Now, I will have to go grab a different phone from one of my dad's many, many phone collections, and I will need to do that to test the audio of the microphone on a phone, because my phone doesn't have a voice recording app, and I'd really rather just grab like an old iPhone and use voice memos on there, because that would be easier. I could just email it to myself or whatever, and I can audio sync it. So we'll see how that sounds. If that works, if not, I will mention that in just a second here, but I'm going to go give that a try. This is on the off setting on which is for smartphones only. I have no idea how this is going to sound. Sorry, my focus is a little rough with this camera. It's just the phone itself. But I have no idea what it's going to do. Hopefully it makes some sound. That would be great if it does. If it doesn't, yikes. But I could also be doing something wrong, which would make complete total sense, because you really never know. It could be either of the two. So hopefully it has some sound. Hopefully it sounds nice and good, but we'll see. This is the microphone audio, me holding it a little bit away from my face on the smartphones only setting. Okay, so after checking back on the footage, the microphone does not work when you do it on the DSLR setting when you're recording on a smartphone, which is good. It's not supposed to do that. I was dumb and tried to rewatch the footage with the microphone plugged in, so I thought that there was no audio, and I was like, wait, how'd that work? Well, I didn't unplug the microphone. That's how, because it registers as a headset, of course. But this sounds really good. This microphone sounds really good, especially on a phone. Like, there's no change between going from a phone to an interface. Nothing. Interfaces make your audio sound a lot better, especially if you know what you're doing. So knowing that I can have pretty much perfect audio with the interface and then plugging it into my phone, having about the same audio, that's pretty impressive, especially for a $25 microphone. That's pretty unheard of, if I'm assuming, of course. But let's head back over to the webcam, to the main angle, and we will go over the final thoughts and if you should buy this item. Now let's head back over there. So, I'm going to give my final thoughts on this item. And my initial final thought is that it's pretty good. Okay, Brody in post here. I'm just going to add a quick note. I moved the mic closer to my face just so the audio sounds good while I'm looking at the webcam. So the lavalier mic clearly sounded better to me, in my opinion, on the cell phone as opposed to the interface. And that's because I think that lavalier mics are made for microphones and made for cell phones and receivers more so than to go directly into a computer or an interface as its own thing, which is good because I want to use it wirelessly so I can walk around when I'm using it and such. So I just wanted to add that quickly. I also think that the audio was bad in the video for the most part from this microphone because I wasn't talking at it directly, and that is a issue due to the setup that I have created. Obviously, with the camera being off to the side, it doesn't work with the mic being in front of my face and me turning my head. And I also think I had a setting wrong on OBS for my microphone for my interface. So there's also that. But you should be hearing it pretty clearly right now. I just wanted to add this little bit into there. Yeah, we'll just cut back to whatever I was talking about before. Okay, so should you buy this $25 lavalier microphone that is super easy to assemble, sounds fantastic, and feels pretty good quality? Like, this does not feel cheap or plasticky at all. Everything's metal. Did you buy it? Yeah. This is an awesome microphone. Like, I am pretty blown away. I knew it was going to be good because these products, this company is so good. Maono is such a good company. And all their products are good. And it's pretty impressive to think about that people buy these expensive items because of the name brand. You know, and I'm not saying that this isn't a good brand. I'm not saying if I saw this name on a cheap microphone, I wouldn't buy it. But the quality that you get is just, it's crazy. This audio interface, this microphone here, because it's the same product. This microphone, the lavalier microphone, it sounds so good. It just sounds really like $25 for essentially what you'd pay probably 50 for the lowest possible amount for a named brand for a lavalier mic. It's pretty crazy. So, highly recommended product. I also definitely recommend the audio interface and mic combo, or if you did it separately, I imagine all the products work together anyways, regardless of which mic, if it's any of their mics. My other mics didn't sound as good on it, but the mic that it came with sounds perfect. But of course, these brands are supposed to work together, each piece of equipment. So that doesn't make sense, but I'm saying that as a caution. I would suggest not getting just the interface. If you do it through their website, you can get the interface alone. But I would suggest doing it with one of their microphones, or if you have one that is already guaranteed to work. I'm also not doing it through XLR connection. It's through 3.5 because I'm using the Maono Caster Lite, which is the $100 version. So that one actually doesn't have an XLR connection as an input or output. But it comes with XLR mics, and it sounds great, so I'm just adding that if you do decide to buy it. All three of these products are highly recommended. Seriously, go get yourself one of these. Get yourself a Maono Caster Lite or the other version because it's more feature extensive, better quality, which is, as I said, just more expensive. And make sure you pick up one of these Maono AU-100Rs. And they have other ones. They have other lavalier mics too. They have other condenser mics like this one I'm using here. And as I said, they have another interface. So seriously, check out their catalog. This is really good stuff. Like, I'm always good with searching out for budgeted items. For the most part, of course, not everything is perfect. But these are great products. And I would highly, highly recommend them. So that being said, thank you so much, Maono, for sponsoring this video. First one in the books. I am so excited. It's really cool. All I took was just a couple of emails back and forth, and we had a plan set up for what to do, which is really cool. So, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about missing last week, but the podcast did go up on Wednesday, so there was at least something else you could have watched. It was different. Anyways, go check that out if you haven't yet. That is also the main reason I got the interface, by the way, because I know the audio from on my end was not as great. Tyler's audio sounded amazing, and he was doing it through an iPad. And my microphone, because of no interface, it didn't sound that good. And with this upgraded microphone, it's going to sound 10 times better. There'd be no fuzz at all. I'm not cutting out any background noise whatsoever in editing with this. It's just the straight sound because I know how good it is. So that is going to be something I'm going to add. But on that note, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, Maono, for sponsoring this video. And I will see you guys next week.